We are now in the capital of Lithuania to tell you how the products are labeled for exports to Russia, utilizing Cleverance software, Cleverance support. Here.
I found a tactic from the very beginning, so I stick to it.
With experience comes new practices.
We understand that without this, exports to Russia is not possible.
Unfortunately, this is the case today.
It's like we've already passed all the steps. We win the client, but the question arose, guys, how do you label?
2 or 4 hours is like, well, 100 boxes, if there are large packages.
When we had the first batch, we completely marked it all. We didn't have a single marking code left. We were delighted.
So, after a day on the road from Moscow to Vilnius, we finally got to the warehouse of the Gevara company, where the guys marked goods for the Russian client. Mainly, shoes, clothing, handbags, and other leather products. They use the Cleverance software, Honeywell data collection terminals, and a Honeywell label printer. Let's see what it looks like.
My name is Eugene. I am a project manager working for Gevara. We have been on the markets since 2007. Our main focus is shipping cargo from Europe to Russia and back from Russia to Europe.
Gevara is a big company.
At the moment, the company employs about 150 people, including managers. Also, there is a separate drivers team, about 80 people.
How did it happen that you suddenly needed automation of product labeling?
As we know, the Russian Federation imposed a new regulation for specific products that must be marked with unique data matrix codes for track and trace. So, we figured that we've had enough of manual labeling. Namely, it's when you compare the printed part number with what you have on the sticker, and decided that it is necessary to go for this new process.
How did you approach the problem?
I've analyzed the offers that are available on the market. At that time, the majority of products were shipped to the Russian Federation. And since the new regulation is there, accordingly, people started to look for a solution. We did not find any local software player here who could do it for us. So after a long review, analysis, we made a decision to choose your company.
What operations needed to be automated?
Well, the most important, probably the only operation, is print the right sticker for the product by scanning. This is the first one, the most important. The second one was aggregation and reporting on used and unused unique barcodes.
In order to show you the broad view of how it's done, how the guys work and what they do, I went out and climbed on the workbench in order to be closer to them and show it more or less accurately. Evgeny, have you worked with data collection terminals before?
I dreamed of working with them in the recent past, and now my dream has come true. I wanted us to have such software. Frankly, that automates, and that we get rid of manual checking of item-labeled products.
Does it speed up the operation using these devices or not?
No doubt, they speed up, but in addition to this crucial part, there is also a nuance that you need to build your internal process differently. You need not just one person, but like minimum, a team of 2 people, 2 or 3 people.
With one data collection terminal plus a printer, we have a team of 2 people. The first one opens the box, the second one scans, then the first one sticks the label. And this is how the whole box is processed. Because if there is only one person to scan and stick, although it can all be done by one person, it will take longer. We need quality and speed.
You've already had some experience with labeling.
Manually.
Stick something on something.
Yes, sure.
I don't mean this specific marking right now, but marking in a broad sense in which it would have been used before the track and trace government system.
Yes, sure.
Stick something on something.
Well, of course, each signs here are some well-known stickers, made in such and such a country and so on. It was all there, of course. But as for working with item-level unique data matrix, that was not the case. Moreover, it was offered to us before, but importing companies also did not understand how it should be done, even though it was introduced back a year or two ago. We were asked to print out a PDF file and manually, with our eyes, check everything. What should match what?
That is, the customer in Russia, who, let's say, was looking for a partner here abroad, was ready to simply send you printed stickers for you to match them to the product with your bare eyes and stick them.
That's right.
From a large A4 sheet, take a sticker, check the close,
Cut it out with scissors.
and stick. Well, approximately estimated time for how long this would take.
Well, I can give specific examples. There was a batch of about 1,000 stickers. It took 2 or 3 days.
How many people were involved?
3 or 4 people.
And now, when you have the instrument,
And now the same 3 or 4 people can do it in a working day in 8 hours.
the same volume.
The same volume.
How great is that? How long did it take for them to learn how to work with this device?
Well, it depends on the person. For me, it took about 10 minutes for the entire process to be shown to me, and then I went to work on myself. On average, the box takes, well, 3 or 4 minutes to do everything. We have scanned through this. The number of units is on the box. And when we confirm the box, the device will show us either everything is okay or everything has to be scanned. Now we will do aggregation. We scan the boxes and what we have in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. Once more, here the device tells us that we have all scanned 12 units. We check, just in case, that yes, 12 units, and confirm it. That's it, the box is closed. Well, this is the process.
Is it convenient to work with such a piece of hardware?
Everything is scanned very quickly. The main thing is to watch. Watch that the barcode is all okay. Comes out without any. Well, so that everything is printed beautifully. And you scanned everything. Scan, a beautiful sticker comes out. Confirm. Stick. And then the next box. To extreme, well, 10 or 20 seconds is taken with one box.
The client provides us with a text file containing the inventory and the unique marking codes for each item. We easily upload this file to the software and, in short, data is exchanged with the data collection terminal and everything works. We scan the supplier's barcode, get a sticker, stick it on the product, then confirm it by scanning so that it is no longer be used in the future in case of a duplicate. When we are done with this package, we open the package, start aggregation, scan each unit, close the package, and can click Complete Aggregation and already have a completed file.
Did you immediately understand that the data collection terminal needs software? How did this even happen?
It happened in a very interesting way. We really wanted to work with one of the clients. We took part in the tender, and when we had already passed everything, we were inquired by the client. The question was, "Guys, how do you label for track and trace?" We said that we check each article, bare eyes, apply a sticker, to which the client told us, "Find another guinea pig," and suggested to us how it should all work. We had to search, work hard to find the right provider we are interested in, who can implement a software product. And now we are with him.
When we stock a label in Russian, there is no marking code on it. There is only information about the content, part number, and EAC sign. Again, with the help of the file that the customer gives to us, we do not have to guess for ourselves whether we need to stick a track and trace backroad here or not. The data collection terminal itself knows that. If we scan, it sounds like we do need a barcode here, or we don't need a barcode here.
A bag made abroad comes to Russia with a foreign language label. Russian legislation does not allow goods that are not marked in Russian to be put into circulation. So this bag is due for the relabeling process. Well, since we are already doing track and trace labeling with a data collection terminal, why not do all the other labeling? I use the same marking operation, but with the labels without track and trace barcode. They contain information about the product in the language of the country where it will be sold. That's not all. After we have labeled these products, we will aggregate them, just if they were labeled for track and trace. To do this, I scan the code already applied on the box and scan, but not the marking codes, but the EAN applied on the products. This is enough. This is enough for us to know what is in which box and in what quantity for shipping. In fact, the creation of a packing list and relabeling is in one bottle, all thanks to the data collection terminal.
How do you exchange data between your own ERP and the data collection terminal?
We don't have ERP. We don't need it at this stage, since the customer sends all the data in different formats, such as TXT, XLS, or CSV. We process it, do our job, then upload the result in the same format. Upload all the data to XLS, give it back to the customer, and that's it. That is, we don't need to have an accounting system yet.
How did the system perform in practice?
When we had the first batch, we completely marked it. We didn't have a single marking code left. We were delighted. No, it was indescribable that it all happened like this. Although we were prepared, I assumed that there would be a lot of different scenarios. I worked through them all on guinea pigs, so to speak, printed out the barcodes myself, and so on. But everything went without flaws.
Is the implementation of this system an advantage for you in the logistics market?
Absolutely. There are many customers who import certain products from Europe. Not just from Europe, It can be any other country. Its import into the territory of the Russian Federation cannot be carried out without marking. So that is a plus. We offer this service to existing customers, meaning we don't lose them, and we have a great opportunity to bring new customers to the company, unlike our competitors.
What products have you learned to label for the Russian market?
So far, these are clothes, shoes, and accessories. In the future, I think it may be perfume, tires, probably. In general, we are following the latest developments and we'll see what happens next. Well, as far as I've heard, almost the entire list of products will be subject to it.
Yes, you can already prepare both wheelchairs and bicycles.
This is all we, in principle, are
Do
taking.
you have your own technical specialist in the company that supports Kirovka?
Yes, Alexander Bushnov.
He works at Cleverance.
Well, for Euro, he works for us.
This is a joke. Well, I mean, basically, I take it that you don't need to have your own technical specialist to handle all this stuff.
Yes, absolutely no.
They use the
Modern
Cleverance
technologies
software.
allow us to remotely connect to our database, being anywhere in the world, and make inquiries.
Well, I take it this doesn't happen often.
Not often.
I'll have to pass on some warm words from you to our team. What would you like to wish for the Cleverance company?
I would like to wish the Cleverance company to keep moving in the same direction and listen to the requests of its potential customers and current customers. I would like to express a huge thank you to you, Nikita, Alexander Bushnov, Grigory, Timothy Kuznetsov.
To our online consultant, you got close with him.
Yes. And Oleg Pachevsky, of course. Well, and to the founder of this whole thing.
Thank you very much for inviting us and allowing us to come here, take pictures of how this whole thing is done, and show it to our viewers, partners, and customers. I wish your company good luck, rapid development, and growth of trade flow between our countries, especially with labeled goods.